as photography goes, it's a newer kid on the block in terms of fine art. And I am, because it's my passion, want to show work with a different point of view, but also expose people to work that's interesting, that's also collectible, and maybe atypical of what you do see. And yes, Atlanta is a great place to do that because of its thriving African American community, but I want this work to also be seen not only in Atlanta, but I want it to be seen because it's good work. It shows the breadth and depth of the African American community, and not just, I would say, one-dimensional. And I believe it's work that people could live with and enjoy having in their homes and collecting. And so a mission of mine is to expose collectors to great work that's maybe a little different than what you typically see in terms of documentary work, where African American subject matter may be a little bit more confrontational. One of the artists I represent, Titus Heagins, has done some work in Haiti. And the series that I represent, our show, is Haiti Before the Earth Moved. And what I love is that the dignity in which he captures Haitian people, that they are also human just like us. Most times when you see Haitians depicted, it's as if they're other. And I love the dignity and the humanity in which he's captured the subject matter by immersing himself in their culture and their rituals. And so it's almost like we are one versus something different. Builder Levy, I met a little while ago in New York, and he is a phenomenal photographer that's been photographing for over 50 years. He's a Guggenheim Fellow. I was particularly drawn to the significance of the relationships that he rendered, how tender he renders his subject matter. As an example, Coney Island Couple, you can just see the intimacy, the relationships between people, the granddaughter and grandmother, and the love and the care and concern. Marlene Hawthrone's work, it's a little bit more abstract and very contemporary, and juxtaposed with some of the more vintage work of Builder Levy or the documentary work of Titus Heagins. I found her work to be really interesting. It's about her dream states. And what I love about it is that you can impose your own thought or your own thinking or your own perception onto the work. So it's flexible enough in that regard that you can do that, but it also renders beautifully, and it is I guess an artist's dialogue in her communicating about memories, dreams. Alan is a commercial photographer, but I was really interested in his personal work. There was an image called Old Rich Man that I saw, and time passed and it continued to resonate with me, and I continued to think about it. And it was primarily because of the title. You know, I as a person look at people and size them up or come up with my own ideas about who that person is. And that image to me just personifies that, you know, people are to live their life and hopefully not be judged and do them. And you may look at that image and come up with a conclusion that this guy may be a beggar, or he may be this, or an old man. But, you know, isn't it interesting to know that he's a wealthy man, he owns land in the county, he's a dignified man, and is not very concerned about what other people are thinking of him. And I just think that's just a wonderful way he's living his life. And so that image resonated with me, and I explored more, and the body of work is called Porch Top Life, and it's a series that he had done in Albany, Georgia. And it resonates with a lot of people when they view it. There's an image of a door, and I think when I see that, how many stories that door could tell. Think about the people that have come in and out of that door. Think about, in life, doors that we have to go through, or doors that we stop and don't go through because of our own issues in life. And so that image also speaks greatly with me as a metaphor, a door. And it's something very simple, but has a lot of interesting counterpoints to it. I just think that this is a community that I want to bring up more awareness about the work and the demographic that I'm going after or targeting initially is our community. However, I think this work can speak to multicultural collectors as well, because it's good, solid work.